Okay, you need to download the Java SDK. So what you can do is download the Java SDK. Okay, there are many options for Java SDK. One good option is to get it from Oracle, Java Oracle download. So from here, this is the compiler. So in order for you to program Java, in Java, you need a compiler and the editor. So let's start with the compiler first. Similar to C and C++, you have to download the compiler first. Okay, the latest version is JDK 22. There are also Java 21 and Java 17. So you can choose the latest version. So if you are running Linux, then you have this few of this option. Mac OS, again you have this option depending on the machine that you have, but I will show you the Windows version. For Windows version, you can choose for the installer or the MSI installer. In my case, I will prefer the MSI installer. Okay, the size is 162 megabyte. So once you download this one, the next thing is to download the editor. So one of my favorite editor is JEdit. You can download JEdit. So this one, JEdit. This is one of the option of editor. Another my favorite editor is Geany, Geany. Geany. This is also a lightweight editor, but sufficient for your basic Java programming. Okay, once successfully download this file, then you can do the installation. Okay, the editor you can opt for your system. There are version available for OS X, Windows, and the Java based installer. Java based means you can use this one for any of your machine. It can be run on Windows, Mac OS, or even Linux or Unix based OS. If you choose for Java based, because the main advantage of Java is you can write the code once and compiles once, and you can run it anywhere. Unlike C or C++, you need to recompile for different machine. Whereas for Java, you need to compile it. You only need to compile it once, then you can run the same binary file for any system, for most of the system, as long as you have the JVM or Java Virtual Machine installed on that machine. Okay, that is the two step to download the two files and install it. So you simply install your it should be in your download folder, the GDK version 22 and the gedit. So you should have these two files in your download, the two files here. The next thing in your document folder, this is for Windows system. For OS, then you can create a new folder in your folder in your system. So let me create a new folder coding. So this is where you can put your source code. Of course, you can name it. You can use a different name for your folder. So in my case, I just create a new folder and name it coding. Now once installed, you can open your gedit. So you can click the gedit. Of course, the first time you have all this prompt. So gedit is simply a text editor. Of course, you can use Notepad, but gedit is better in terms of automatic highlighting of your code. Now in Java, Java is object-oriented programming. So that means it is class-oriented programming. So similar to other programming, when you want to learn any programming language, you start with the Hello World program. So in Java, you can start with by creating a class. So let's say we name the class Hello. We have a Hello class, and then you can save this file. So you can save it in the folder that you have created before. So let's name it hello.java. To make sure the file name it is identical to the class name, except for the file you have to put the extension .java. So in this case, let's say your class name is hello, make sure the file name is also hello, and the extension is .java. It must be the same. If it is capital letter H, then the file name also must be capital letter H. Now in Java, to create hello world, to print out hello world, you can use this command. So you have hello world, hello world. But before that, you need to create a main similar to C, then or C++. You have main, but you need to send this this argument. This is a list of parameter argument that you can send to your main program. Now, since this main program is the main entry point and the entry point of your program, it must be declared public. So you need to declare public, and at the same time, since you want to access this program, the main function outside of the class, then you must make it static. So these two keyword used in Java to make the main entry point, main function available to outside of the class hello, and you can call it from outside of the hello class. That's why it must be public and it must be static. Now to print output to the display, you need the system class with method out and the method print line. This one means to print out this string, hello world string. Okay, you can save this file. Now how to compile this program? Okay, you can run a Java compiler from using this command, the command prompt. Now you must remember this step. Now remember just now we have created our document, sorry, our folder in the document folder. So you need to change to document and code subfolder coding. Yeah, and you can use the command dir to list out the file in this directory. So we have the file hello.java. You can use the command type to see the content of the hello.java. It should be similar to the code that you have written in the editor here. Okay. Now to compile the file hello.java, so you use this command. This is the one that you download and install just now, the Java SDK. We will install these two commands, Java C. So Java C dot hello.java. Okay, if you successfully compile the code, it will return nothing on your display. Now this compilation will produce another file, hello.class. The hello.java is your source code, whereas the hello.class is the binary file. Hello.class is the file that you can run with any machine that come with the JVM that you already installed with JVM. Okay, to run this code, you simply use Java and then call the class hello. Java hello. This class is installed in your for example, let's say you list out the file first. So to run this hello.class, you simply type in Java hello, and then since our instruction is to simply print out hello world, then you should get the output hello world. So this is the first program. Okay, that is how you compile. Right, so to download and install the Java SDK in the editor, gedit, and then you learn how to write the code in gedit, and then to compile and run the program. Okay. So to compile, you use this command. To run the code, you use this command. Okay. Now let's create another file. Okay. So let's say now you have you want to test out the variable testing. Variable. Let's create another file. And now we want to save it as variable.java. Okay, we want to learn how to declare and manipulate variable in Java. Now to declare variable, you can use this syntax. You can also use this syntax. Or you can use different data type, float for example. So you can have float, or you can, if you want to make it more accurate, then you can use for example double. I mean, because double we can store bigger number. You can also use long. Long should be able to store much bigger number, up to double of the integer. Integer is 16-bit, long is 32-bit. Now this is how you declare variable. You can also declare it like this. You can have something like this. Yeah. So you can have something like this to declare a variable. Now when it comes to assigning value, so you can set here x equal to 5 for example. So because a equal to so you can use this. Now you can use system to print out the content of variable x for example. So now let's compile this program. Similarly, you can use javac variable.java. Okay, if you have error, then you need to okay, the error here is yeah, don't forget you need to use this one. Don't forget to declare. It must be in a static function. Okay. One error, I believe you. Okay, sorry, this one remove. Okay. What else? Another variable, another error. This is just warning. Warning. So because this is by default, double should be safer. But if you want to make it, because by default this is double, so if you insist to declare it as float, then you have to use f at the end. You need to put f at the end of the value. Then you should be able to compile it successfully. Okay, now you should be able to run this this file, Java variable, then the output should be 5. depend on this one. Okay. Now let's say you want to create something like the value of x is x, and then you can simply use something like this. This is the string, and then plus x. Then you can have, when you compile, you should be able to, sorry, the output should be like this. Now here, remember this is integer and then this is string, so you concatenate the integer and the string, automatically everything will be converted to string. You can print out the content of the other, y, for example, y is plus y, and the z as well. How about a and b? A is the float and b is the double. You have a and b. You have a and b. Okay. Sorry, you need to compile first. Make sure you compile first, and then only after that you can run the program. Now you should have this. Now you have 5, 10, 100, 10.68 and 1.235. Okay, let's do some mathematical or arithmetic operation. Let's say you want to say z equal to z plus y plus x, and then you have b equal to b plus a. Of course, this one can be rewritten as z equal to y plus x. It is the same. It is the same, and this one also can be rewritten as, this is the shortened form of this one. Now, if you recompile this, you should get the value of z and b should be different from the previous output. Sorry, it's variable. So the z now is 100 plus 10 plus 5, which is 115, and the b is now yes, when it comes to double, because b, the value of b, yes. Now this is quite tricky. You're given a random number at the end of the double. Now the question here is how to truncate this. Let's say you don't want you want to print out b as up to 2 decimal point, for example. So what you can do is you need to create another variable, for example, another variable equal to b, and then you need to create I need a string, and then you have to use the format method of a string, and then you specify the value of c is, and then now you want to specify up to 2 decimal point, so that means you have to use this precision. Minus 2f means up to 2 decimal point for c. So let's see what happened. Compile, and then run the program. How come it is not printed? Now you have to save the, don't forget to save the file first. Save the file, compile, and run the program. Oh, sorry. You need to print out system dot out dot print line the s, because over here you just create a new string and format it using up to 2 decimal point. So the output should be like this, and then you output the string that you have formatted in S. So you should notice the difference between plus here, and then when you use format here, you use the comma. Now when you compile this, now you get a 2 decimal point. Now another technique to, let's say you have another string s2, and then now you want to print out all variable at once. The values of x is d, and then you have a, and then you want to make it, let's say, 4 decimal point, and then you have b equal to 3 decimal point, and then you can simply list out here list out the, use a, b, and a and b, x, a, b. So you want to print out the value of 3 variables x, a, and b in one line. So you can use this technique, and then you can simply use print line again, and this one is s2. So you want to display the output of x, a, b. Now you can compile, and run the program. So what happened here, you have x equal to 5, and then you have a should be equal to the one you write before, you display first, but now it is 4 decimal point, that's why you have decimal 00, and b, now instead of 2 decimal point, you print out up to 3 decimal point. So this is how you use the string format class. So this is how you declare, assign, and do a simple arithmetic for your variable. Okay, now let's create another file. We call it loop. How to create loop in Java. Okay, similarly, the class name, the file name should be identical to the class name, except for the .java. We call it loop. Again, don't forget public static main. Sorry, it is void main. Then you have string args. There are 3 main loop. Okay, let's create another a variable first. Let's let's k equal to 0. Okay. The first one is while. Let's say while you use k less than 5. Then you can say k plus plus. So what happened here, and then you want to print out print line k. Now this is the first loop, the first form of loop. So you loop up to 5 times. Again, you can compile this program. Similarly, you can use the Java compiler, Java C, and the file name is loop.java. Okay, you can run the file, and then you should get this output 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because you have this loop. Yeah. Okay, another way to create a loop is to use do while. Now let's create another n equal to 0. Let's say j here, and then you have j plus plus, or you can have plus plus j, and then you have j less than 5, for example. Or you can have something like j times 2, for example. So this is another way to create a loop. Then you can let print out sorry, this one is plus plus j, plus j. And then let's say you have another variable here, integer x equal to 0, and then you want to print out x, and then you print out x here. Okay. So you have two variable here, so you can combine this one. You have the j is the counter, similar to while loop. Here you have the k as a counter. Now you have the j as the counter, and then x the variable that you use, that you want to manipulate in the loop. So let's say you want to print out the multiple of 2, and then you have the counter j. So you want to print out this up to 5 times. So you can use this loop. So you can compile this. We have this error. We forgot the keyword while, do while. Now when you run this, you should get, sorry, the Java loop. Okay. Of course it's always 0, because it should be x equal to j times 2. Sorry, yes, j times 2. This is the correct one. Okay. Then you should get something like this. This is the first loop. This one. This is the output of the first loop. The while loop will produce the output 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the second loop will produce 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So we have two versions of loop. One is while and the other one is do while. Another way to use a loop is to use for loop. This is produce neat code. Your code should be linear using this. Let's say you want to produce the same output as do while. So what you can do here, it start with 0, and then you have variable x. Let's say we use variable y equal to 0, and then you say y equal to I times, let's say now times 3. Now you have system.out.println y. Now this is for, so we start with while, and then we have do while, and then for. So all of this will generate a loop. And then when you compile this, you should get this output. The first one similar to the previous one, second loop also, and then the last loop is multiple of 3, 0, 3, 6, 9, 12. Of course, all this can be written in a for loop. Yeah. So you have the option. So which one better? Depending on your preference. So this is the option that you can use if you want to use loop. Okay, kita sambung dulu in 15 minutes. Kita ambil take a rest dulu to ini. So all this code will be uploaded in a GitHub. Nanti saya bagi link. So we have covered so far the installation, how to compile, how to create a class, how to manipulate variable, and this one is loop. So kita sambung lagi in 15 minutes.